This is Tech Report, and in case you'd forgotten, it's Valentine's Day. What? You did forget? Well, worry not. Seth can help you with that.
Good evening. Time is short, so I'll be brief. It's Valentine's Day. I repeat, it's Valentine's Day. Some of you will have forgotten this. Sit down. Don't stand up. Listen to me carefully. You can still make it out of this alive, but only if you do exactly what I tell you. By now, you would have been wondering for about 90 minutes why your loved one is grinding their teeth and refusing to make anything more than stilted conversation. Move fast. Hopefully you have a few emergency cards stashed away. What kind of cards? Emergency Geek Love cards. That's what kind of card. Excellent. The card's taken care of. But what are you going to do at this time of night? It's too late to make a reservation at a restaurant or even buy flowers. Lucky for you, the vast, ever-expanding universe is undeniably romantic. So get the hell outside and look at some stars. Both Google Sky Map for Android and Star Walk for iOS work with your tablet or smartphone's camera to bring you heavenly mapping goodness. Simply point the camera at the heavens and hey presto, star map time. Pick up your preferred device, a blanket and a bottle of wine, and it looks like the Saturn of your Scorpio will be aligning quite nicely with the Juno of her Capricorn, if you know what I mean. But it could be cloudy or raining outside. What then? You'll need to pull out all the stops with your domestic charms, that's what. The first box to tick is music. h-track.com will spew out a tasteful mix of, you guessed it, 8 tracks depending on the keyword that you search. You might want to go with the search term seduction. Next, let's talk food. Make sure to use a little food chemistry to spice up your love meal. Molecule-r.com gives you all the tools you'll need to experiment with your romantic ingestion of nutrients. Molecular gastronomy will expose you to the processes of emulsification and spherification, among others. I love how you handle that pipette. But we're missing one other crucial ingredient for a successful Valentine's Day, the gift. There are plenty of websites dedicated to finding the perfectly cool geek gift. But the trouble with completely awesome sites like Think Geek and Nerd Valentine is that any gifts you buy off them require delivery, and you just don't have that kind of time. If your honey is obsessed with those popular videos of cephalopods or baby sloths, you can adopt one of those beloved species in their name through the World Wildlife Fund. Your tax-deductible donation gives you a stuffed animal, an adoption certificate, and a WWF bag. Okay, at this point you're definitely out of the fire, but nothing says romance like a long weekend. The trouble is neither of you have tomorrow off, despite it being a Friday. Take the liberty of calling in sick at work for yourself and your lover. But you happen to be a terrible liar under pressure. Besides, Gran can only fall ill and miraculously recover so many times before your employer will need to see some prolonged grief. And that kind of deception isn't worth the effort. Luckily for you, there's an app for that. Skyver for Android and Call Off Work for iOS both generate believable excuses for calling in sick with your employer. Use the apps to browse through a selection of plausible illnesses and symptoms for the time period that you plan on playing hooky in. That's it, job's done. Now get in there and save your relationship.